Welcome to my live STEELEPLAY. As, I decided to continue forward, allow my viewers' thoughts to be shared and whatnot. I made some adjustments, so this way if you want to interact, you can. But we're going to be doing, I decided to go and live stream Abby's day 1 for us. So, I only really streamed day 2. But I'm gonna stream day 1 today. Kind of going the other way with it, the opposite direction. But we'll get back on track once we do day 3. But yeah, today's gonna be covering day 2 for Abby. I mean, day 1 for Abby. We covered day 2 in my last live stream. Or Steel Play, as I like to call it. Alright, so basically you can go in here by knocking a brick through the back here. We just really started. We just got started. We just hit our first workbench at the warehouse, but it's all pretty straightforward. Our first encounter doesn't happen until we get the gun cache. The gun cache is the big win code, safe code. It's the safe code for the big win. Am I where Alice is? And you can get that in here, like I said. There's some stuff you can get just by climbing into this window. And then, of course, real important is the room with the gun cache. It's locked, but there is a way in very, 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 very deceivingly through a little hole in the wall here. And the code for the big win, just search it up. Go on Google and be like, big win. What's the safe code for the big win? Acronym for The Last of Us Part 2. So, Tululu Part 2. Safe code for the big win. Abby, day 1. It's very simple. Because it comes with, one of Abby's best weapons. An armor-piercing weapons at that, too. With long range. Like that of a rifle, almost. Damage is a little less than a rifle, but if you get the damage upgrade, it's pretty much hitting probably harder than a rifle. It's like what I like to call is the appendage breaker. It literally just breaks, it rips appendages right off and can sometimes just straight up one-shot something. So, slow reload, it can only hold one bullet at a time in its barrel or whatnot, but so, right now at this point, your best bet is to either invest in burst early with the RFK, which is a really good weapon, especially with burst, or capacity. But since Abby's military, remember, Abby is an upgrade over Ellie. It's like a continuation of Ellie, because you're continuing forward in the game, and the game's only going to get harder. So Abby is basically a little stronger than Ellie. She runs faster, can get down quicker. She just, in general, she's stronger and faster and more and whatnot. She does have some downsides, like, for example, she is afraid of heights, so therefore she doesn't have as good of a, she doesn't have as good a balance as Ellie has. Ellie has a good sense of balance. Her sense of balance is really bad. She's just really, with her vertigo, she tends to try to, she tends to slip when you're trying to cross, like, ladders or planks of wood or tight pathways, that you have to get across. So you got to be really careful with Abby when it comes to her balance and keeping her balance. Another thing is that she does not have a shiv automatic, so she has to make shivs through one of the recipes we're going to get from her skill tree that we don't have yet. You have to branch out the tree first. Now, she does have the automatic weapon binding. In other words, she didn't lose that. The weapon upgrade that we got from Ellie, which is to upgrade your weapon, she comes with this automatically, and we'll eventually learn momentum again once we branch out our skill tree. We have to branch it out through the manual books, instruction booklets. Our first encounter is going to be coming up now. It's going to be, again, it's a bunch of bald guys, seraphites, scars. Bald guys with cuts on their face.
Okay, We'll follow the tracks. That'll get us back on
So,
the main road to the fog.
I recommend using an upgraded military pistol,
Keep your eyes open.
which is what she has access to, the military pistol and the hunter's pistol. The military pistol is a lot like the 9mm that what's her name uses, Ellie.
There's more of them.
Blood pipe is not as good as a hatchet, though. Hatchet's still a little better. It's a good thing, good weapon to have nearby, though, I won't lie. She also can get the listen mode clarity, too, if you've invested into it, which I have. She'll have that early on. Another clear sign that she's obviously a continuation of Ellie's power. She's just a more powerful Ellie. She has some disadvantages, like being a little bit louder than Ellie, and also being not as... She doesn't have as good a state of balance. See, I can see that motherfucker. We gotta get this guy.
Eyes open.
Or we don't get him, but we're gonna try to get him. And you'll see what I mean by why the RFK is so good. It's like her main weapon, it really is. And that's why I put most of the upgrades actually into... See? That is why the RFK is such a good weapon, because it's a fast weapon, shoots a lot of rounds, and look, you don't even have to get a headshot with it. It's got enough bullets to pack a punch. You will come across it a lot. And if you want to get a one-shotter, you have the hunter's pistol, so long as you got the cash. I mean, if you were stupid enough to just pass on it, then I don't know if it shows up again because you think it's one of her main weapons. We're not out of the woods yet, by the way. But you see what I mean, how deadly of a weapon that is. The hunter pistol is quite the opposite. Instead of being like that, you want to just get it's a one-shotter. So you want to make that shot count. So try to get it in the head or blow off an appendage. Like a leg or something like that. We're going to press forward. There's a guy right here. Let's see what we could do here. See? Alright. Bye-bye, dude. Yeah, and that's another thing. She doesn't have an automatic shiv. She has to make shivs. And once she makes shivs, then, and only then, can she use shiv kills. Now, with this gun, you still have to make a count if you're going to get the shot. Not something I'm gonna feel like doing right now. Because they don't have any armor, remember? That's the thing about scars. They hit hard, but they don't have armor. Whereas wolves, you have to hit them a bit harder, but they don't hit as hard. So it's a double-edged sword. Scars, though, can hit you for a lot of damage. But you could one-shot these things with the hunting pistol. That's one thing I just want to get, right off the bat. Why they're
Shit.
dying off of one
That
shot
it?
is because of how the weapons work
Can't
in
see
this
anymore.
game
We need
and
to
how
move.
enemies' armor
On
works.
my way. Let's go.
Armored enemies are only able to take a good amount of damage from armor-piercing, weapons. Armor-piercing weapons usually say high damage. But if it doesn't do high damage, then, like for example, the revolver deals moderate damage, right? Moderate damage. The military pistol deals normal damage, regular damage, which means it's not moderate. Moderate can become a two-shot kill on on an armor-piercing, well, on a non-armor-piercing foe, if it's a moderate damage gun. That's what both the revolver and the hunting pistol and the military pistol have, moderate damage. The only one that has low damage is Ellie's 9mm, which is, I wouldn't say low damage, but just normal damage. Doesn't have the ability to be low to moderate, like the military pistol that Abby has. It's not that big of a difference, but you also have to remember she has bad stability with it at first. That's the thing, you give up stability. In other words, it's a little stronger, like the revolver, but it doesn't get a damage upgrade, so it doesn't become a full armor piercing and weapon. It just becomes a weapon that could shoot fast and get nice clean headshots if you're lucky, or body shots. Anyway, I think we got through. We could probably loot though. And if you're a survivalist, you may want to loot. Use the accessibility to check your area. Make sure you don't miss out on anything. Because you wouldn't want to miss out on getting gear. That's what it comes down to. Gearing up. Getting your shit together, bro. Nice. There is a pretty big major encounter coming up at the end of this set piece. When we get to the gas station. A pretty nasty encounter. Where it's sort of like wait out the clock until the cavalry arrive. Basically. I mean, you don't have to even really kill any enemies, technically. But it's gonna be hard not to. But do the best you can and survive. Remember, scars hit hard, but they could go down pretty easy because they don't really have a lot of armor. Their armor is light. Therefore, they could take damage from, well, a light damage gun. Or a low damage gun like the 9mm. Which does relatively low damage, but is good for clean headshots. Military pistol does damage on scale with an unupgraded revolver. But its stability is really, 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 like, its weapon sway is just really bad. So you need to increase its stability. It's like one of the first things you'll want to do. And depending on how you want to go with it, I'd start upgrading one of these two weapons first. Because those are the two weapons she's going to be using a lot of. So, like, in other words, once you get the capacity and the fire rate out of the way, I mean, not fire rate, stability. Get stability and capacity. It's a good weapon. Later on, if you want to get fire rate, go for that if you want to. But I'd start working on the military pistol. I mean, the RFK. I'd start working on the RFK as soon as you can. Once you get your basic gun upgraded to its full capacity, and fix its weapon sway, because the weapon sway on it naturally, like I said, it's got bad stability. Its stability is all over the place. So to do something about that, to reduce the weapon sway by a good significant amount, by the way, not to mention, I mean, it's a big difference. Making this gun from being useless to useful. I mean, look at the weapon sway. It's not that bad. When she gets hold breath, even better. Eventually, she'll be able to craft ammunition too. But I'd start working on the RFK ASAP. Meaning, I think that the military pistol needs to be upgraded probably first because of its low cost and practicality of use. But her best weapon by far that's unique to Abby is the RFK. Semi-automatic rifle. We don't need that. Alright, we're good. Let's move. Now, she could really run, man, though. She, like, no joke. I love how powerful she is, though. That's what makes her the real to play. Her day one is awesome.
Guys, up here.
Shitload of stuff over here. No. But a bottle. So now you no longer have Molotovs, but your Molotovs get upgraded to pipe bombs. Which are definitely better than Molotovs once you get the blast radius upgrade. There'll be other ways to set enemies flame if you want to set them aflame. But explosion, there's types of damage, you know, explosive damage, there's gun damage, you know, which is normal damage and piercing damage. But why am I talking about that right now? Basically, pipe bombs, they do massive damage. It's explosive damage. It's pretty high. Meaning, this massive damage can pretty much kill. It's like throwing a trap mine. Like a spike bomb from the first game, if you played the first game. Now, yes, you do have to give up Molotovs, which means that you don't have the ability to set things on fire for a little bit right now. But these are definitely better than Molotovs. Molotovs are great, but the pipe bombs are supposed to be sort of a compromise that upgrades your overall throwing item, which it definitely is an upgrade. However, you can't set infected ablaze with them. These are like one-shot killing machines that you just throw out there. Combining the usefulness of a trap mine and the usefulness of a throwable Molotov, you know, like a bomb that you could throw. And that's good, because we didn't have bombs. Bad thing is they are expensive to make, so use them sparingly and when you really need to use them. You know, maybe it's on a shambler or a clicker. Usually you could one-shot a clicker. Otherwise, it can't one-shot a shambler, I don't think. I think a shambler, you'd have to use an explosive like that, and then at least one shot from a gun. Since shamblers are a stage 3, infected like clickers. But they're not clickers. They're actually more powerful than clickers. Like I said, clickers could usually be one-shotted by an explosive. Shamblers, though, no. I don't think so. I've seen shamblers be able to take more damage than that. Anyway, we gotta get ready for an encounter. RFK, let's go with it. I might try to use a pipe bomb now. And another thing that upgrades it from the Molotov is that you can actually make 2 pipe bombs. Right.
Cast a wide net.
There's too many of them! Take cover! Go!
Where?
I'm running out of ammo! There, guys!
Alright,
Come on. Go before
we
more
got
Easter eggs
this.
show up.
See, it wasn't that bad.
I love you guys. I'm gonna name all my children after you.
Ready?
And the military pistols are always good to fall back on when you ever get low on ammo.
Shooting.
Or if you're gun of choice. That's why I upgraded it first. That's another reason why, at least. But once you get the two pivotal upgrades for your military pistol, start working on that RFK, in my opinion. It's my recommendation.
Hey, let me see your hand.
So worth it. So important.
We're in.
But if you haven't figured that out yet, well, shame on you. You should figure it out. I mean, what is Abby's weapon of choice? What's her best weapon? Well, what do you think it was for Ellie? It was the revolver. That was her special weapon. That was her, like, unique to Ellie. And there's a past with that, you know, with Joel. So the revolver was her weapon of choice. That was the weapon that was unique to her. If you ask me, her hunter's pistol, Abby, is pretty much like the bolt-action rifle. Very similar.
Squeeze this as hard as you can, right?
I'd say the weapon of choice for Abby, though, like the revolver is to Ellie, is the RFK, semi-automatic rifle, which is what they call it. And that's the name of it, semi-automatic rifle. And then the flamethrower, I mean, at least she gets it early enough in the game to use it enough.
It's almost a compliment.
Go get help.
Stay, thanks.
Come on, it's this way. Sit.
And then, of course, we have the crossbow. But flamethrower is good because it's basically like a Molotov.
Should be okay.
You use it just for a little bit because of the weapon sway. The recoil on it is very high. It's got a high recoil, which will bring your flamethrower moving upward as you use it. It's going to be hard to keep it from swaying up.
Got here. Come on, girl. This is Alice.
And since it's a unique specialized weapon to each character, like the SMG is to Ellie,
These new recruits.
a silenced machine gun, unique to Ellie. Unfortunately, you get it in our final act, a final set piece, whatever, in Santa Barbara. Because I would have loved to have had more time with that weapon.
Come on, you always want. Can you find
The flamethrower is also really cool,
Let us check in first. We'll get back to you.
All right, thanks.
though I think the double barrel is better because of its incendiary shells,
No idea.
which is gun damage plus fire. It's flame and gun damage, or gun damage and flame damage. Get the damage upgrade for it to make it become piercing. Obviously. Shotguns up close though are pretty piercing.
What you got for us?
But for the double barrel,
Assignment just says report to Isaac. Both of us? Yeah.
double barrel is very unique to Abby and is a huge upgrade over the pump shotgun. Obviously, it's a double barrel,
Okay, first.
so it won't be able to hold as many in the barrel because it can only hold two, but it could swap ammo and it can get a damage upgrade, and it also can swap ammunitions, so ultimately holds more ammo.
Heard about your ambush. Where'd they hit you?
Just needs to have a fast reload.
Near the warehouses.
Shit. They keep slipping past
If you
our
could,
lines.
I don't know if you can increase the reload on it, but I think it'd be worth it.
He was here a few minutes ago.
Okay, thanks.
Reload speed
Look around.
would be something to be, I would think about, upgrading. I think there's a workbench that you could use, believe it or not. Somewhere nearby.
Looks pretty bad, huh, Doc?
Wait, before we go in here, let me see what's out here. There's a few things that you could see real quick. Yeah, like over here. There's a workbench. So I could find out real quick. Let's see. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to get for this is probably capacity by 3. The 60. Then after that, I'm going to be going for burst fire. Stability will be coming at 1.2. Because this thing is really good. The only thing we have to get here is probably, I mean, you could get damage. It already has high damage, but if you get damage on it, I mean, it's... moderate. Damage on this is moderate anyway, but... same thing. Damage on this is also moderate. This is high damage. I mean, it's pretty much an armor-piercing weapon. Slow reload speed though on it. And we're back to full pipe bombs. Sorry about that.
Hey, man.
Abby, heard someone had to save your ass for once.
Get the ammunition.
One time.
Alright, once you're done with the workbench, if you even use it, if you need it, like I said, I'd start upgrading the RFK semi-automatic rifle. Get capacity. Then after that, prioritize in its burst. And then after that, probably finally, I guess go for the stability. Last but not least, right? Because stability will pretty much complete its usefulness.
Wasn't even supposed to be out in the field.
None of us were.
They should give us a go at the prisoners.
Hey, man. Feeling better?
Pain meds are kicking in, so
That's funny.
How's the hand?
I'm gonna keep most of my fingers.
Alcohol. We're gonna need that for incendiary shells later on.
It's gonna be okay.
You know, most of the action in Seattle day 1 for Abby is actually at nighttime. It's like Seattle night 1 for her, since most of it takes place at night.
Speak of the devil.
Hey, guys.
After she gets through the normal encounters with her formal enemies of the Scars,
Be good as new.
which we do have a
You guys gotta convince
couple
this
of
girl
brutal
to-
encounters coming up with.
Hey, Mel. Relax. You got it.
Hey, I need some muscle, so can you two give me a hand or something?
Hard to find a game as good as The Last of Us, you know?
I'll just be here.
It's just like a diamond in the rough.
Relax.
Uncharted is pretty cool, but it's not a survival horror.
All right.
And I don't think I've played a single Resident Evil game that stacks up to The Last of Us. No offense. I love Resident Evil, but it doesn't stack up to The Last of Us.
Really?
The Last of Us is a whole nother level.
I'm
It's
not
like the
ready.
AAA of Resident Evil.
Someone should get word to Owen.
I'm just saying I've never played a third-person shooter as good as The Last of Us. To only have 2 games is a shame right now.
What is it?
I just wish they had 3. But it's not a shame, it's just... I want there to be a trilogy. I really, really, really want this to be a trilogy. So that they can go full circle with it. Because they haven't... And I don't even care if it's going to be as good as the second one or the first one. I'm sure they could double down on gameplay and continue with the magic they've been, you know, working with. Like, it's going to be hard to top the story of the first one, I agree. But this one didn't top the story. It only topped gameplay.
Who's in that body bag?
Because it doubled down on gameplay and gave us a good story. But not a great story like the first one. It was a good story.
Holy shit. It's Danny.
In other words, it was a story that wasn't bad. It wasn't okay. It was good.
Where's Owen?
Gameplay, on the other hand, was great. The gameplay on this game, it doubled down on the first and it totally improved
2 days back,
in many, many ways.
some scar sightings.
Whereas in the first game, the gameplay was good. The story was great.
Danny and Owen
This game's got the gameplay being great and the story being good. Now, if they make a third game, they might be able to pull off a great story and great gameplay. Think about it. They could finally have a closure to the story.
So what about Owen? Did you ask Isaac what happened?
Yeah, I tried.
I would imagine somebody from South America.
Bucking look, and then he told me to keep quiet about it.
That's what I always thought.
Can't say shit.
Was something maybe about Abby to continue forward.
Owen's a big boy.
But maybe Abby won't even be the main character. Maybe it'll be somebody else. But it has to do with Abby and then eventually Ellie to do the right thing and make the vaccine for mankind and all of that. It couldn't really be a close to the story. Like I said, it could bring this entire story to a true close, where it kind of left it open, you know? The ending of this game is not what you think. There is no solid conclusion. It was left very cliffhanger, like as if there's going to be a third game to finish the story. That's why I say The Last of Us Part 3 is definitely a possibility. Why do you think they said Part 2? I mean, I don't think it's just going to be Part 2. I think this is Part 2 of 3. Or else it would have been The Last of Us 2. But it was The Last of Us Part 2. In Roman numerals, too. I mean, like, it just indicates there's going to be a third one, or a potential for a third one is pretty much almost a guarantee. I mean, you really think they're going to stop making them? You think they're going to stop making The Last of Us? I just don't think they are. I think eventually we will get a third game.
Can't. Here for Isaac.
Whatever, big shot.
Not my fault, I'm so good.
But that's just what I think.
See you around.
Oh, look at these guys. What up, motherfuckers? How y'all's doing?
Always hated the smell.
You hate the smell of these weird scar guys? What I find weird about them is that they're all fucking bald. Why do they shave their heads? They like being bald? Hey, look at me, I'm a bald guy. And even that guy's bald. They're all baldies. I don't understand that. What's up with that? And why don't the women have to shave their heads?
After our morning,
Well, except Lily.
mind a few minutes with these guys.
You'll see.
I hear that.
Alright, let's move. Talk to this dipshit.
Hey, Abby.
We need to go up.
How's it
Let's see Isaac. The infamous Isaac from all the documents. Get to finally meet him.
Again when you two arrive.
Quite a character. Well, compared to Emily, that is. The leader of the Scars. Because Emily only gets like 5-minute screen time.
Sir,
Like,
Abby Manning here.
you know, if any. I mean, if, like, even that, I mean, I don't know. Here's another one of those Scars, these bald guys. That's a grunt. A Scar grunt.
Don't let him fall asleep.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Let's go up.
I would imagine Abby to be a brute, but, I mean, maybe she just, I mean, from what Manny said, they're grunts. So, means they're field soldiers.
Heard you two ran into some trouble.
No losses on our side.
But apparently they're very powerful grunts.
Can't say
Like
the same.
specialized units.
Wish I was hearing more of that.
So this is Isaac now.
Never seen the base this packed.
But he got captured by one of the Seraphite women, I think. And he was enlightened by them. It's just weird.
These small skirmishes.
Ultimately, though, it led him down a path of trying to get rid of her.
Then what?
He wants to end the wars. But he knows it's not gonna work, so.
Before some asshole on their side
Or our side.
or our side unravels
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Because they're the ones who unraveled it, you know, prior. Like,
It has to be all of them.
yeah. Has to be a full-scale invasion.
Sir, we tried
He's
to
willing to
keep
do
it like
everything.
this.
Oh, you'll see.
Not with everyone.
Only with the most
Big
powerful
storm. A few
grunts,
days out. I'm gonna use it to mask
specialized units, and that's why he needs
gonna
them.
lead the first wave.
All right, so that it becomes easier for the rest of
Your
them.
squads start prepping.
See, these are like
How would-
leaders. They're head grunts.
Are he and Danny getting back?
Technically brutes. They lead the squads,
Who talk, Nora?
and they are pretty big
No secrets between the Salt Lake crew.
compared to the regular grunts.
Is someone okay?
You wouldn't think it, but Manny is actually pretty big. It's a big
We
dude.
might send a search party after him.
They shot Danny.
I mean, look how he scales up with
Apparently
Abby.
protect some scar.
It's bullshit.
Excuse me.
It's not Owen. You got it wrong.
You're saying Danny used his last breath to lie to me?
Sir, people hear that story. Owen's dead. Anyone who finds him, they'll gun him down.
Okay,
I suggest you all stop gossiping about it.
right? I like Isaac though. He's kind of
Walk
interesting.
back and get to the
No.
bottom.
No.
You said yourself. the
Fuck.
storm's
No.
We've only got one shot at this.
He's very serious too about what he set out to
This
do.
is bigger than any of us. Definitely bigger than Owen.
Definitely bigger than Owen. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He comes back, whatever.
If he turns up, then fine.
Yeah, fine. I'll give him.
Give him the benefit of the doubt,
We'll
and we'll get to the bottom of it.
get to the bottom of it.
I need you, Abby.
Need you.
Yeah.
Love Abby. Abby's the best. She has such a good, solid story.
Look over the plans.
A solid, griping story.
Grab some food.
Griping and gripping. A gripping and griping story, if you want to call it that. It really grips you. And it gripes you in. I mean, Abby is really just... I think they could have maybe toned down the muscles a little bit. Like, I think the other Abby is cool, but... They could have given her some muscles, but it just...
Don't.
I'll be back by morning. You just gotta cover me till then.
Isaac will kick your
But
ass.
that's the only thing, and it's fine.
Assault.
I can see beyond
Everyone
that.
needs me.
If Owen's out there,
She's not that big, you know. She's still moderate.
Go, go.
And she's not heavy or anything like that. She's got a pretty face, you know. She's nice. She's nice. She has a nice personality. She learns to become friends with her enemy.
I'm gonna kill you.
Her day one starts off kind of slow, but
Seriously?
it does pick
Stop
up.
it.
In other words, I like this Abby the best, and I think she went a little overboard with the exercise. And I think if she had kept herself in that kind of tone, I think she would have been better.
We made it all the way up here just so you could win.
But then they kind of made her very muscular.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Deal was to get up here, so.
But they didn't have to make her that muscular. That's my opinion.
You're gonna get your ass over here.
But
Sit on
the whole
edge
idea is that she started exercising as a form of escape
and look at this.
from the loss of her father. So she started exercising a real lot, an unhealthy amount.
Chemistry.
And therefore she's like jacked now.
Not even just
Because
for
she
one.
exercises out of anger.
No.
You know, she channels her frustration and her anger of loss into exercise. And a lot of people do that.
It's getting late.
I know what she's doing. She's playing the uncomfortable card.
Okay.
The acting in these segments was pretty good, actually.
Don't. Do not. It is too high.
Oh my god. You know, I don't think I can live like this anymore, Abby.
Owen, I'm serious. I will break up with you. Owen.
I always loved you.
Don't. Owen.
Abby!
I'm down here, you asshole.
Mm-hmm.
You jumped? And I missed it?
I thought you drowned.
And you came to my rescue?
No. I came to make sure you drowned.
I found something pretty awesome.
What?
I think you're gonna have to follow me to see it.
Oh, and we have to go back.
We will. Once you see this.
Oh, and
What are they
Oh, we have to go under the water.
displaced fireflies with nowhere else to
We
go?
have to get into the aquarium.
maybe? I don't want to find out.
Just come see this thing.
Alright, let's go.
Take a deep breath.
Wait, hold on. I don't remember. I always forget where the spot is that we actually have to go and go underneath. We have to go underneath something, though. I just don't know where it is. I always lose track of it. I always forget every time where the fucking spot is that I'm trying to look for. Isn't it like over here? I thought. Hold on, I got it. I think I got it. No? Just give me the hint. As I always forget where this fucking place is. Here it is. It's hard to find. I'm gonna die, because I don't know where I'm going. It's too dark, I can't see. I mean, if I could see, then yeah, but I can't see shit. No shit, I'm gonna drown and die. I know that. Try to swim a little faster. And get up, quick. Well, I don't know why she wasn't able to get up before. But yeah, they definitely made Abby a little bit on the jacked side.
What is this place?
I don't know.
You wanna keep going?
Fuck yeah.
And they probably didn't have to make her as jacked, but it's not like the biggest deal in the world. I mean, if you're gonna complain just because the character is a little bit muscular, too muscular, I mean, just because she has a lot of muscle, that's a little over the top, man.
This place is crazy. I think it's like one of those, zoos.
A
but for
fish.
Shut up.
Check this water pop out. I saw
A
this
fur
seal the other
seal.
day. It's covered in spots.
They don't have spots. They're
No,
brown.
they usually don't have spots,
Sea
but
lions.
No.
sea lion,
No,
seals.
you don't know.
I know.
Sea otter.
Saw with my eyes.
Wait, and this one is a seal, right? River otter, okay. Bub and peanut.
Hey, give me a hand with this.
Yep.
We got a lot of stuff to do though on day one. I mean, we have to get through the forest horde, and then we have to finish up the horde. First we have to fight the scars in the mall,
Clearly, this is some sort of
which is really tough. Then we gotta first get through some infected houses, and then get through some scars at the mall. And then the scars will eventually capture us, and we have to get through a huge frenzy in the forest with a horde, a huge horde with shamblers, clickers, and everything. Stalkers. I mean, it starts off with stalkers, but eventually, once we get to the auto repair shop, and then we get to the restaurant, we're gonna have to fight a lot of enemies. And then after that, we have to get to the shipping yard.
This was part of the show?
And then after the shipping yard,
midship doctor.
we have to go to the freaking ship itself and get through a huge infested ship. infested with like bloaters and clickers. Again, no stalkers though, I don't think. I think we're clear of stalkers. Now in the shipping yard, you know, the docks, that's a whole nother story. You'll have to fight some stalkers there.
There's some kids' clothes.
Probably left over from the horde before.
Came through.
I'm imagining a lot of the enemies from the horde that we fought in the forest were probably coming from the ship. That's what it sounded like to me. Seems that way.
I wonder what happened to him.
And the captain of the ship turned into a bloater.
Got killed by scars.
Such an optimist.
Because if you notice, the Shambler actually comes out of the captain's quarters.
Enough of this boat.
So, the
Go
boat.
see the rest of the fish zoo?
Yeah, let's
You think
go.
There's more to see.
I'm sure there is.
Let's go.
You lead the way, Owen. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Got a bad sense of direction over here. Well, I've never been here, so I don't know where we're going. Place is a mess. It's like ruined. Almost ancient at this point. Surprising there's no infected here. Maybe because it's surrounded by water? Probably. It's gonna be locked, though. Gonna have to hop into the top.
Think you can get through that?
Yep. Give me a boost.
Get me up there.
Yep.
I don't mind the non-encountering set pieces if there's no encounters. They don't really bother me that much. It, you know, improves the narrative and makes you care about what you're doing a lot more, so. Yeah, she's strong.
Pushed 185 pounds yesterday.
Yeah, right.
She really did, probably.
So, we take a quick look around and then...
We head right back.
Alright.
Oh my god.
You don't
Look
see
at that, whales. Blue whales. Big blue whales.
Thick as this glass.
It's a tank in the floor.
Oh, wow,
Can you
cool.
imagine this place filled with people? Kids laughing, running around. Different world, right?
Completely different world, yeah. Kids, if you find this, I want you to know I don't blame you. Those Seraphites are selling a good line. I understand why you thought you'd be better off with them. There's food, water in the boat. Take it and sail away from this place. I know I got too controlling. I just wanted so much for you two to be safe, and I hope you see that. Couldn't find the antibiotics. I want you both to know that I love you. Ricky, keep watching out for Max. You owe him that, Dad. Alright.
I'm claiming this place. It's mine.
Really? Well, I guess he proves it to be his, so.
Not really, actually. See how nice you are to him first.
You're a dick.
Not
But from what I've noticed with Abby, most of her skill set and character wise, she's like an improvement over Ellie. By a little bit. You know, for everything that she has, there's a tiny improvement made to tweak in her character.
That's
And
good.
how
Yeah,
she
get them to
plays.
break the rules, too.
Whether it be being a little bit faster,
Let's see how
being
much trouble we're in
granted,
when we get back.
you know, things like pipe bombs, which are equivalent to like spike. I think they're called spike bombs, right? Nail bombs, I think. That's what they're called, nail bombs. The nail bombs that Joel used to have is basically what pipe bombs are. The fact though is that you can hold one additional one over that of a Molotov, and you can craft two of them at, with the resources that you would need to make them, which comes with that, I guess, as well. There's a little bit of, like, there's some sacrifices you have to make to keep it even, but, like, when you compare pipe bombs, you need a canister, explosive, and what else do you need? And alcohol, I think? I'm not 100%. I think, though. But I know you need 3 resources, though, to make it.
Oh, God.
In other words, you need explosive, a canister, and something else. I think it's alcohol. So they're very expensive to make. But you can make 2 of them, and you can hold up to 4 of them, and later on in the game, I think 6 of them. With improved blast radius. You can make 3 at a time. It's pretty good.
I think this is our boat, Captain.
Shit.
But anybody who watches this later, if you want to just skip on ahead to the action, go right on ahead. We're going to get through the boring stuff now, which is mostly story. He's going to try to take Max away. This was from the brother, right? To the dad, yeah. Alright,
His kids are enough to join the Scars.
yep.
Jeez. Well, on the bright side,
Skeleton
found
keys.
his keys.
What is wrong with you?
He's a skeleton. He doesn't need them.
Exactly.
I just don't understand how anybody willingly joins the Scars.
Why not?
Because they're an insane cult. That's why.
Well, in the QZs, people would refer to the Fireflies as terrorists. Fanatics.
It's not the same.
I'm just saying...
Don't say shit like that at the stadium, okay?
Okay, alright.
Alright, Max's place for going in.
Wanna try those keys?
Oh, yeah. This one? Nope. Out. Got it. Damn. Painting this must have taken forever.
Painting what now? Oh, painting the... I see what it means. Painting all the drawings and all that. I mean, it looks like it could have been fun, though, too. Must have been some fun involved. Alright, we're coming to a close to the intermission story here.
Owen,
Last thing. I promise.
last thing.
Just, don't look down.
Just go.
Yeah, she's got a bad sense of balance. Like I said, her balance is not good. But she does get things like momentum and automatic weapon upgrade.
Look at these.
So she could upgrade her weapons without having to,
I mean,
get it from the skill tree.
It's a scar.
She just gets it from the,
Maybe you have.
from the get-go.
Jesus. I sure hope not. Solid fort, Max. Excellent craftsmanship. Whoa. Get on in here.
But she doesn't really she doesn't have things like traps and stuff like that. She's not really a trapper. She's more of a, gunsman. She uses guns. But she could still use her strength to her advantage, like momentum, getting surprise kills. You can't, unfortunately, use things like smoke bombs, though, unfortunately. You could distract them with bottles and stuff.
Told you that.
And you can use grass and cover, stuff like that. Get stealth kills, quick stealth kills, generally. after this little romantic scene that has to take place, then we'll pick it up where we'll have our version of the scars in the territory of the mall. Similar territory as to where Ellie was earlier.
No.
It's kind of in the same place, the mall.
Is it this?
It's just that it plays out differently
It's this.
for Abby.
You are disgusted by it. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Talk to me.
I know all the leaves have dried up. But you're still out there, you know? Let's go back. We can still make training.
Hmm.
You go ahead.
What about you?
I'm gonna stay here with the fishes a little longer.
Yeah, hang out with the seals for a little while.
Seals, okay. Hang out with the fishies. I'm sorry. I told you, don't be sorry.
I'm sorry.
I told you already. Don't be sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Yep. He's right, though. Don't be sorry. Just don't do it, please. You don't have to be sorry.
What if Owen's somewhere else?
He's there.
Let's get off the roof before someone sees us. Can I talk you out of this?
No. We don't know what happened.
Alright.
I gotta find him.
I mean, if you really killed Danny...
Fuck Danny. I'm jealous Owen got to shoot him before I did.
Whoa.
Alright. Well, Manny is cool, though. I like Manny. Let's lock and load.
How are you getting to the aquarium? The highway?
Can't. Too many patrols. I get spotted for sure. I'll rough it. Aquarium's due west of here. Keep following the sun, right?
I'm pretty sure, though, it's alcohol.
I've done this before.
Not with this many...
No, yes, it is. It's alcohol, canister, and explosive. So I was right. You'll need alcohol, canister, and an explosive to make a pipe bomb. You'll make 2 pipe bombs, however, until you get the upgrade to make 3. And then carry up to 6. From 4 to 6, that is. With a crafting upgrade from 2 to 3. And then, of course, you'll also get blast radius increase if you choose to pick it up on the skill tree. It's up to you, though. Comes with one of her tree branches. As the skill tree branches out, right now she's stuck with just this. I really wouldn't... I mean, you could get hold breath. And, I mean, a lot of this is actually good. A lot of her field tactics are pretty good. As it defines her character. This is like one of Manny's sextons. I try to find things like spare parts, supplements. I mean, these are really hard to find. And only survivalists generally find all the spare parts. Because there are some places that you just might not think to look. And then you miss out on one spare part that could, you know, make or break the entire difference of your playthrough. Whether or not you're going to be getting the most of it or the least. I'd get hold breath, by the way. Get a little optional scene here if you want. checking your
You guys
den
all
out.
squatting here? What's this? Oh. No. Whispering Spanish in my ear? Hey!
That's
Holding
Brian.
down my wrist.
Oh my god. This is your place? How many sex dens
I
do
could
you have
always
in this
rewind
place?
and read it.
¿Qué? Perdón, no hablo inglés.
Alright. And down we go. Yeah, there'll be some infested
Hey.
houses we'll have to go through. But it's not that bad.
For this?
Yeah, and other stuff, you know.
Make our way through
You're a good
some
friend.
infected,
Well,
exterminate
you know, I
the
can't
infested
help this.
houses. And then we gotta go up against scars that have a sniper. So that's rough, yeah. Once we get to the sniper, we'll be in good shape. But prior to that, it could be tough. You gotta stay down low. As like I said, scars, they generally hit pretty hard. They don't usually use small guns. They use arrows and big
Wish me
guns.
luck.
When you find him, don't hit him too hard.
Arrows are the
I'll
least of
do my
your
best.
worries. When they hit you with bullets, they could hit you
Seriously,
fucking
put
hard.
yourself out there.
Especially the
See.
sniper. Taking chunks of health out.
Okay. Just follow the sunset.
And if they have a shotgun, oh boy, you are in for it. Could even get knocked the fuck down, like, completely. Which is bad, because it gives them time for another shot, yet. You know what I mean? Looting time. Let's loot what we can. Remember the spare parts, all that. Swap weapons so we get ammunition for that. All these, like, 5s, 1s, 2s, there's like, they come in random numbers. Unless you get an entire, like, a screw kit. Unlike a first aid kit, it's like screws and bolts. Usually see them in kits. Like a worker's kit. Well, toolkit. Toolbox. It's a toolbox. And it's basically like a first aid kit for spare parts. Or a cache for spare parts. With a decent amount. Generally over 10. When it's in a toolbox. That's why finding toolboxes is pretty nice. Because you usually get decent amount of spare parts. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. What's over here? I don't know, but I'm gonna go in there and take a look. Okay, a manual. David versus Goliath. So, training manual reveals an upgraded branch. Yeah, tree branch. You branch out to covert ops. I would grab craft shivs because that's pretty important. I'd actually make some shivs too. Why not?
Still fresh.
Well, there's an infested house not too far, so. My friends, forgive me. I have failed you. I was trying to escape a squad of wolves and stumbled upon a group of demons, infested or infected. They caught me, or I'd say infected. If it's infested, it means it's a house filled with infected. By our prophet's grace, I will die before the corruption sets in and I lose control of my senses. Well, they have a whole different terminology on it. Now more than ever, I see the righteousness of our path and the corruption of the wolves. I will die happy, no I please small point. Okay. Weirdo.
Yeah, no. You can rot here.
Alright. Moving on. So what I recommend is if you do use the flamethrower, only use it for like a little bit, and then immediately bring it away, and then switch weapons. Because flamethrower is only good to be used for brief periods of time, just to light them ablaze. That's mainly what you want to use it for. In other words, don't go over anything more than like 25 gauges of energy. Well, of fuel. Anything beyond 25 points of fuel is... I feel like it's just too much. You'll have a hard time controlling it anyway with the weapon spray. We got ourselves a little friendly face coming up in a second here. So be ready to say hello to my little friend. Can't see it because it's a part of the set piece and you have to fight it. Not really optional. Or you'll die.
Oh, shit!
Press the action button. Try to shoot it in the head. And kill it. Alright. That is a forced encounter that you will have to get through. Not a big deal. Silencer for her? Sure, why not? It doesn't hurt because she does have to fight a lot of infected. She has to get through a lot of infestations, basically. Although, usually infestations aren't that hard, as they mainly have to do with just getting rid of a few, grisly, well, as they put it, demons. There's stuff in that house, and I know there is. So I'm gonna go back real quick to loot, because not just resources, but also supplements and spare parts. And that's where the meat and potatoes are. See, 3 spare parts. It adds up, though. More spare parts. I mean, more supplements. And there's actually stuff on the other side here. But I'm not going to be able to get there that way. I have to go this way. I mean, we can get back there. It's just you go the other way. More supplements. Listen mode movement speed. That's not bad. But I'm going to get hold breath. It defines her as a character, and she is a gunsman. Alright, just get back to this area real quick. I'm going to loot what we weren't able to loot before. Well, we could have, but I just figured let's get the clicker out of the way. It's a quarter. Get a trophy if you collect all the quarters. Already got it though. I'm just playing. I'm trying to get practice in because I have to play this game on either permadeath or grounded in order to get the other 2 trophies. To get one of the trophies, you have to play it on either grounded or permadeath, one or the other. One of the harder difficulties. And I think one is for permadeath, I think. I'm not sure. I have to take a look at that. Alright, I know where we gotta go now. Under here.
What the hell? That guide you right off a cliff. These freaks are in our backyard.
So, before we go into the infested house up ahead, let's grab some loot if we can. Should be some stuff in here that we could use. Hopefully. Oh, good. We got full pipe bombs right now, though. I wouldn't waste pipe bombs. Let's put it that way. Don't waste them. They're very useful. I'm usually not moving much when I'm in listen mode, but I mean, I move a little bit. To have faster movement isn't actually a terrible idea. We can remove the silencer, but I'm not even going to be using that weapon. I'm going to be using my RFK here. My beautiful semi-automatic. Alright, so the infected are actually right through here. As you'll see when the truck rolls by. Beautiful.
That it? Yeah, that's it.
I love that weapon too. It's a good weapon. It is a very good weapon. There's no denying how good of a weapon it is, so... yes. Having shivs is important. I look at having anything as kind of important, really. Try to keep your resources filled up. Open. Nice, got patch up. I don't know what we got hurt by, but must have got hurt by maybe the scars. Earlier, we haven't been able to heal since then, so... Unless they're gonna waste a crafting kit. Health kit. Not crafting a health kit, wasting a health kit. And 7 spare parts from a toolbox. Toolbox generally give you higher amounts of spare parts as opposed to like 3 or 1. It's usually over 5 when it's a toolbox. We're done in here. Let's go. Now to go to the weird... You'll see. The weird alleyway. I guess I'll get the safe on the way. There's a safe in here, I think. I guess I'll go to the safe second. Grab what you can grab and go, baby. Grab and go, baby. You gotta grab it and go. And then break the motherfucking window. You don't really have to break the window, but if you want to, go ahead. There's one store I didn't look at yet because I know that we're gonna need the code, which is upstairs. So we'll grab the code first. I mean, you can guess it, but why bother? 2 clickers ahead. Let's do what we gotta do to get rid of them. Yeah, we got 2 clickers ahead.
God damn it. Just stay out of my way.
Alright, we got rid of one, and we can get rid of the other one in a second. Give it a second. We could probably RFK it, I'd imagine. Alright. And there we go.
Alright. 2 down. Millions to go.
You said it. not like we're in a rush to go anywhere, though. We have to fight a shitload of infected downstairs. But only to be rewarded with a beautiful new weapon. I won't spoil it, but you should know what it is. And also a code, safe code, to crack open a safe, which is in here. 68, 96, 89. 68, 96. 89, 68, 96. That's kind of cool. 68, 96, 89. Alright, we're gonna go down here and we're gonna have to deal with some runners. Take a look at this egg if you want. I'm not sure what it's from. Could be from a video game. I don't know. Maybe it is. Alright. Alright, let's get the double barrel and go to town. That guy came out of nowhere.
Asshole.
He came out of nowhere. I knew there would be runners, and there are going to be more runners. So just get ready.
This'll help.
All right. We don't need a silencer. All right, keep making your way this way. Head smash, baby!
Made a mess of this place.
And I think we are in the clear. Well, fucking A, we're in the clear. And there is stuff to loot back here. I just didn't want to waste all my ammunition. That'd have been silly. I mean, yeah, I can make a pipe bomb right now, but only once you are down to 2. If you have 3, you could still just roll with it. So you need to craft more. But grab what's good in here. I'm sure there's some shit that's good. It's always good to be ahead of the game. I try to use pipe bombs in such a sense that it's either going to hit, you know, a heavy duty enemy like a stage 3 or higher, or like shamblers or clickers. Or I try to use them as crowd control, get rid of multiple enemies in one shot. That's why I like to get the blast radius. Helps a lot. I think, well, can we get out of here like this? We should be able to. Should be able to squeeze through. Alright, cool. Now we'll go in here. Crack a window open. There's quite a bit in here. Quite a bit of stuff to grab. That's due to the safe. A lot of stuff in the safe. But at least we have the passcode. We have the password now, so. So that's 68, 96, 89. Or it could be the other way around, I'm not sure. Oh, we got it right. We're good. Another manual, which is what I was waiting for. This should have momentum in it. Close quarters. Because generally she does have to play at close quarters, so. That's why it's useful to get momentum as soon as you can. Momentum is a pretty good one. It does cost a bit, but it's useful to get momentum, I think, anyway. And then listen mode range, I gotta say, very, very useful. I'm gonna pick it up. You want to keep her listen mode as sharp as possible. Alright, we can get out of here now. Got some spare parts, nice. Got a toolbox. Which always gives a decent amount of spare parts. We got rid of the clickers so we could move onward. And the runners got the double barrel. I don't know where it shows up if you miss it, but it will show up somewhere. I mean, there's obviously missable encounters if you choose to miss them. Or accidentally miss them, don't realize. Is there anything in here? No, alright, okay. I think it's time to go up and grab some hunting pistol ammo from a sniper up here. Or not.
You've been here a while.
We've been sniping away. Wasn't he a scar? Yeah.
If you want your family safe, maybe don't join a death cult.
That's crazy. Then we gotta go somewhere now, too. Which is obviously not this way. Is it? No, I don't think so. That's gonna kill us at that height. Let's go this way then, I guess. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I know where we gotta go. It's not up this way. It's actually beyond the alleyway. Once we get beyond the alleyway, we'll be good. Then we get to this weird truck in my memory of the Chosen. That lady Karen, I guess, right? Was that her name? The Martyr?
But you just keep coming back here.
Unbelievable. That's a little odd. Thinking that. Okay, restart checkpoint. That was an accident. My controller got hit on accident. My bad.
Martyr's Gate. Truce is dead, but you just keep coming back here.
Alright. That was an accident. I kept throwing out my pipe bombs like an idiot. But we didn't miss out on much, just more dedication to this lady, who I think was named Karen. I don't know. Don't remember. Perhaps what I ask is impossible. So people ask for, like, blessings and miracles. Okay.
Want peace? Easy. Stay on your island.
Right. That would be the best bet for them. If they stayed on their island. There aren't many infected there. Yet. Until they start traveling. It's not a genie, dude. Right. I'm thinking the same thing, though. Not a genie. Doesn't grant wishes. Alright, that's more respectable.
Okay, at least that one's a practical request.
Yeah. I have already freed 2 wolves in your name. Huh. Freed 2 wolves in your name. Sounds like a good scar. Before they went crazy like they are now. Because she didn't want violence when she was alive. The Prophet. May you bring your children prosperity and strength that we might Is she talking about children like all the people that are Cerebrites? Jesus.
That's a big ass.
Crazy. Should be stuff over here, yeah. If you want to go check it out. Spare parts, baby. How many spare parts are we at right now? 81, not bad. That's enough for the burst right there. Or am I doing capacity first? I'm gonna probably do capacity, then I'll do the burst. We won't need burst anyway until after anyway, so we're good. We won't need burst until, I'd say, well, I mean, how many workbenches are there? Let's get burst once we get to the auto shop. That's probably the best bet.
Ooh, someone wants to get laid.
What is this, a barber shop? And a letter to Maria. Huh. Thanks for the note. Appreciate it. Can't wait to see you again. Meanwhile, I'm still guarding the Scar Prophet. I didn't tell you this, but on the last shift I talked to her. I asked her why is she doing this? Why doesn't she ask her people to lay down their arms? She started up with the usual Scar BS. How we need to go back to nature. Talked a bunch about the reliance we have on machines. Yeah, kind of like Final Fantasy X. But then she said she doesn't want a war, that Outbreak Day was a wake-up call, but not all of us woke up, or something like that. It was just getting interesting when fucking Lewis walks in and gives me shit about talking to her. When he started screaming at her, she just smiled back at him. Even when they moved her cells and the other guards are calling her names and pushing her around, she just kept that calm smile. It was spooky. Everyone says she's crazy, but I'll tell you what. After hanging out with her, I get what she's saying. Don't get me wrong, I think her followers are fucking loons. But she has a way about her that draws you in. I hear rumblings that they want to move her to a more secure location. See you back at home. Be careful, Sally.
Isaac.
Yep,
You turned a crazy person into a martyr.
I know. Please be a long gun holster. That's awesome. That's what we need right now. A long gun holster, baby. That's what we got. Now we can hold the machine gun and the double barrel. There we go. Now we're talking. How many spare parts was that? Alright, 82. Blade. I think we're good to go. We don't need this because we still have our hatchet. And the hatchet isn't bad, actually. Oh, but to move ahead, though, we have to go this way, I think. To get up here, and... Oh.
Losing my sunlight.
Okay, didn't make it. How do we get over there? Okay, that's clearly not the way. Oh, this is the way. What's up here, though? Stuff that we already have, or... Oh, a lead pipe. Again, we have a hatchet. Which is a little bit higher than a lead pipe. The one thing, at least. It's a little better than a lead pipe. stuff out that way, but we have to fight scars. And a lot of scars. It's gonna be rough. Because there's gonna be a sniper involved too. There'll be some infected, but they're gonna shoot them down. I hope I don't die. Alright, this is gonna be tough, but I'll do my best. This is a tough encounter. That's why. This encounter is like the hardest encounter of the set piece today. Because of the fucking sniper, mainly. We can't do a lot of movement. This is gonna be tough, man. Because we have to get... The sniper is the problem here. And the sniper's gonna take up a lot of damage. I worry about the sniper. Alright, I'm waiting to try to hopefully get them. Alright, we gotta be patient with this encounter.
Not mine. Our prophets. May she guide us.
Where are these suckers?
Plan was to go by Martyr's Gate in the morning.
I want to get rid of these fuckers, but they're still not close enough.
There's a wolf here too!
You're hitting the grass!
Alright. He's there. I'm dead. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was gonna die. I was like, boy, I got myself into a fucking predicament. Starting from over here. It's not easy. You kind of have to make your way around, but
Here too.
you gotta keep moving.
Where's the wall?
Gone. Think it came from that direction. Put eyes everywhere. See who's out there. Down!
Okay. Nice. Alright. We gotta make our way over, well,
Star heading towards the grass.
we still gotta get rid of that goddamn sniper. Alright. How are we gonna do this? We gotta be quick and silent. Okay. Take it slow. We gotta get up there and get to the sniper. Beautiful at the strike. Okay. Alright, that's the one dude we have to go after.
Please tell me you didn't run into these guys.
Just gotta take care of the sniper up top. He might be coming to get us, but we should be alright if we play our cards right. That's the sniper. Be careful. He's got the upper hand. He's above us. I would wait maybe until he comes downstairs, hopefully. Why can't I see him on my radar, though? He's going back the other way. Gives me a chance to get up the stairs, though. No, we got this. Just kill him. Kill for the kill. Since there's nobody else around anyway, and I'm gonna take this time to loot everything we can. Cause I'm a looter.
Gotta be a way through this building.
Definitely a looter. I love my loot. Oh, we could put a light on. No, I think. This isn't the final encounter, though. We still have another Scar encounter ahead of us, which is pretty brutal. Those are, I would say, the two brutal encounters here are the two Scar encounters. The one with the sniper isn't that bad, but it's mainly just trying to get to the sniper. The other one, though, it's getting to, an exit. You have to make it to an exit. It's a pretty big squadron, let's put it that way. It's a big force. You gotta deal with tons and tons of scars. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do this yet. There's a reason, because there's so much stuff down there to actually loot that you'd be missing out on a lot. So, I highly recommend looting stuff before moving. Looting before moving. Because there's a lot of stuff to loot down here. In general. There's houses over there that we didn't loot. I try to make the most out of everything because it's a survival game. This is a new hatchet that we could probably upgrade. I'd upgrade. Hatchets are pretty fucking good, and with an upgraded hatchet, it gives us a beautiful 7 hits. Canisters are always important to have. As are shivs, especially in the case for, like, the infected. Especially the infected. The infected. We always find a lot. That's another thing too, is the ammo for the RFK is very, very common. Since it's very, very common, it's not hard to find. It's not sparse. The opposite is sparse. So, take advantage of that, absolutely. Doesn't hurt to patch up since we do have another encounter coming up.
Stay focused. You can come back from
Do we want a silencer? I mean, honestly, it's good to have a silencer, but it's better to have pipe bombs. And at the moment, we only have one canister, so plenty of room for other shit. I'm surprised there's nothing in here. Oh shit, there is. See that? Just when you thought there'd be nothing. Tons of stuff. Well, because of pipe bombs, you know, high cost to create, she'll end up using resources and going through them a lot faster. You'll notice. That's why it makes it even more important to loot with her. Because resources are, well, scarce. Scarce. They are scarce. Or sparse. Scarce or sparse, either one. They're very similar words. Sparse meaning like thin, but scarce meaning like not many. So you could say either one. The proper would be scarce though, I think. Now we can go through the rubble and make our way to a breathing point, but only to be thrown into another major encounter with the scars, where we have to make it to an exit and inevitably be met by a brute that will try to attempt to take our life, but we will manage to survive somehow. And then we'll wake up in the dead of night, where we are about to die, find ourselves at the mercy of this crazy fanatic cult leader named Emily of the Scars, and yeah, we take it from there by getting attacked by a shitload of infected, and we sort of go from there. To sum it all up for you. It gets rather interesting rather fast. What's that? There's also another workbench too, by the way.
Of course I walked right into a scar camp.
I forgot about this one. The workbench that we have here. Huh. May she guide you through the storm all of your days. May you always find your true strength. I am so proud of you, your father, Ezra.
That's sweet. In a fucked up
Yeah.
kind of way.
Alright, now is our time to finally increase our clip capacity. Well, magazine capacity, I should say, for the semi-auto rifle, which I highly recommend you do. Prior to that, though, get burst fire too. It's a good one. But you'll want to have the capacity first, because without the capacity, you really won't be able to make much use of burst. You only get 3 hits as opposed to 4. It's just better to have more in the magazine, obviously. And then from there, we'll go with burst, which is kind of like a damage upgrade in a sense. Shooting off 3 bullets in one shot, I mean... It's a note over here or something to check out. Again, they keep on with this art. With this artwork, they keep on, they're like really big on this artwork. We slide down into another encounter that is going to be pretty big. Like a pretty big encounter. So before I get into the encounter, I might want to... Isn't today a Friday afternoon? Yeah, maybe I'll smoke up a little bit. Maybe I'll roll up one. Still a little early, but... Nothing wrong with it if it improves my gameplay. One might argue it's a bit early to be blazing, but it's not a big deal. As long as it's not a big deal to you guys. Not a big deal to me. I'm sure you guys don't mind. Just gonna put it in the grinder real quick. But, yeah, so get ready for a huge encounter with the scars. This is like the coup de grace of this, not the day, but kind of the day until we hit the nighttime, and then once we wake up. But this is probably the ultimate encounter of this segment right here, because it switches off to a new set piece once we wake up in the middle of the night to the crazy Seraphite lady Emily. Uno momento. Should always have these things pre-rolled. Alright, so the best way to go about this encounter, though, is to try to make your way to the exit, but you're gonna have to kill scars along the way. You can't just take it easy and just make it to the exit. There's gonna be way too many enemy forces, you know, for you to just do that simply. It's gonna take a little bit of, you know, some firepower. So I recommend that you, rely on stealth. There's a lot of cover, so you'll have to make use of cover. Though I can't even promise about dying. I mean, there are some areas where you'll have to jump between buildings, and that can be an area where you might accidentally die. So try not to let that happen. If it happens, it happens, right? But it shouldn't take you too many times to succeed with this encounter. Again, I'm trying to get the practice in so that I can do this on a grounded mode. Once I get enough practice in with this. I mean, sure, I could practice the encounters themselves, but I prefer to play the game and go through the set pieces and whatnot. All the cutscenes and beautiful set pieces, by the way. But yeah, basically this is kind of like when Ellie had to go to the mall and work our way upward. Well, this is sort of like that, except we're at the mall and we have to work our way downward. More or less. And that's kind of what it comes down to in this situation here. In this specific situation, so I can't even promise I'm not going to die because I'm practicing for grounded and trying to learn how to best play these encounters myself. I'm going to try to rely on things like shotgun, silencers can be useful, but they only have 3 hits before they break, and that could be tough. To make every hit count, or just get a headshot with it. See, we get right into the encounter now once we drop in.
Damn it.
See?
Keep heading down.
So, should we help with the search for the runaways? Emily is taking the group into the woods at sundown. She'll find them. Good.
Get down!
See, they're gonna start fucking covering us like white on rye, dude. So we gotta really be ready for this. There's enemies everywhere. Like, everywhere. That's what makes it so tough. They're all over the place. Literally everywhere. Like, they're all over. And you have to wait for them to kind of come to you, in a sense. We kind of want to make sure that we can... They're all going to come running, though. Hold on. Like I said, find some cover and get them patiently. Good shot. Let the fire die down. Once the fire dies down, we'll stick to this area here just until we get enough out of the way. I'm gonna start using this now. Like I said, firepower, it's gonna be important. You're gonna need it. But, trust me, make it to the exit. Good. See, there's a whole bunch of them over there, all waiting for us. But we're gonna run out of ammunition doing it like this. We're gonna break our cover. Come on. One more hit. We've still got more enemies. A lot of enemies below us on the bottom floor. Some will probably work their way up though. There's a lot of enemies, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a big squad, let's put it that way. Like I said, we're looking at it like a platoon here. It's a lot. But we're armed, we got a weapon. That is a good post-up spot though. Oh, really? Fuck, you know I'm gonna switch. Obviously, I'm gonna switch. I probably shouldn't have switched, but I still am. I feel protected with the machete, that's why. Damn it. Alright. There we go. Alright. Now that I'm holding a machete, that does help. Alright, 1, 2, right, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5. 5 dudes. Looks like. Or just make it to the exit with 5 dudes still chilling. I'd rather get rid of the 5 dudes. Or dudettes. These 5 targets. make it to the bottom. Then they'll get attacked by Miss Big Ass over here. Then we'll wake up in the woods. And we'll be... Yeah. But yeah, you don't have to kill every single target. It's sort of irrelevant to do so. Just get to the exit point. Once there's a small enough unit to do it without getting killed, you'll be in good shape. You could probably get through without killing any of the targets, but I wouldn't recommend it because you'll probably just die on the way to the exit because of how many units there are. We're talking like a squadron of like maybe 20, possibly, like anywhere from 15 to 20 like targets, soldiers, or grunts or whatever.
Hey.
Like, there's a lot.
Everything all right?
It's about time.
No.
You get to practice with the crossbow. You could beat Owen or you could lose to Owen, either one.
So, what's up?
I
Got
did
orders?
both. I've lost and
Sort
I've
of.
won.
Sort of.
If you know where all the targets are, you could probably do it.
How about we hold off on the Isaac talk for just a minute?
Oh, and
When's the last time you were here?
It's practicing with the bow, even though she doesn't really get a bow. She only gets a crossbow, which has no draw speed. So I don't really know why they decided to have this practice. But, because we don't get a bow, and this actually operates like a bow. Alright, let's just look at where all the spots are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Come back down.
why? You hiding something?
Well, I feel like you haven't fully appreciated the downstairs yet. Come on.
1, 2, 3. I think it's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's definitely 11. Wait, 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Well, we know where they all are, so... I just want to make sure I beat Owen, that's all.
Is Alice out here?
She's out with Mel.
I like this thing.
You guys doing okay? Good, nice. Good.
For the most part, yeah, I mean, she can be really sweet.
Must feel nice after me.
Well, under that badass exterior, you can be pretty sweet too.
Tuh.
You have a bad memory.
Selective memory.
I like Abby's flashbacks, though. They're kind of cool. Alright, once you got a feel for where all the targets are, it's time to play some archery.
What's this?
Oh yeah, Mel and I have this competition thing going. Well, I don't think you would enjoy it. It's pretty complicated.
I see what you're doing. And it's working. What do I do?
Okay. See those targets?
Yeah.
Just hit as many as you can before the time's up.
I win? You better write my name up there.
You got it.
Alright, let's go. Hopefully you can do this.
That's one.
Yeah, proud of you.
2 down.
And more to go. Oh, good for you. Holy shit. 5. Halfway there, Ed. Take it off.
That's why I kneel down when I aim.
Two to beat me. No pressure. I'm like actually very proud of you.
I know where they all are.
30 seconds. You only need one more. Don't miss. Just 10 seconds left. Holy
Gotcha,
shit.
baby.
You did it. You got the high score.
I still have
Yeah.
time left, right?
Yeah,
5,
but I got all the marks,
4,
so
3,
there's nothing left to get.
2, 1.
Oh. Oh, there was one more. Ah,
First
blah.
How you like me now?
Yeah, it's great.
So what? Did I get 11 or 10?
Shut up and put me up on the wall.
I forgot one. I forgot one.
Later.
Are you scared of Mel finding out I was here?
No. She doesn't care.
So put me up on the board, Owen.
What did we get? 11?
All right.
I think there was 12 and I think I got 11. Or maybe, yeah. Yeah. And there is 12 though, you see?
One last thing. I want
There was one left. Oh my god, I feel like an ass.
Is it that boat captain's body?
I wanted to get all of them this time.
Last time.
Damn.
You didn't put a sail
That was
in it,
well
did you?
hidden. Kind of.
No.
Anyway, I don't know what that's practice for because we really don't get a bow. We only get a crossbow which use bolts that fire out immediately like a gun, like a bullet. Though their accuracy is great for relooting the said bolt back into your inventory. Similar to arrows, if you get a good hit. Sometimes you could reloot arrows. Same thing with bolts. You could reloot them for the crossbow. Great thing about bolts is they're quiet, just like the arrow, and
Try that.
they have good range and also have a scope on it, which is pretty cool. Because what matters here is to try to get headshots,
The view is nice.
Oh, whatever.
because it's not as powerful as the bow,
Philistine.
You want me to lie?
but it's
Yes.
a lot more accurate.
Obviously.
Now, once we wake up, we're gonna wake up in the forest.
She's into this Christmas thing, and
Like I said,
it's our 1 year.
fighting off the scars
I think it's adorable.
against this one of the leaders,
Fuck yourself.
No, I
named
wish
Emily.
someone loved me enough.
How I know that? Well, you have to go and check the check the Last of Us lore, or you could check the in-game extras gallery, and you could find out her name.
Good mood.
Am I?
Certified cult leader Emily. 'Cause there's a lot of people I didn't know their names, like that guy Mike. But I found
I
out.
found Joel's brother.
Mike is the guy from the beginning in the schoolhouse with Ellie.
He's at a
And he's like, I don't give a fuck what they said. We're gonna kill every single one of them. And he's talking to,
served with him got picked up at the wall.
not Jason, Jordan.
I thought he quit like a decade ago.
Yeah.
He's funny, that guy Mike. At the beginning,
From him since?
the schoolhouse.
It's a lead. I gotta see it through.
Okay, but you know he is there.
I like when he says it back to her. It's a lead. I gotta see it through.
Right. You took
Alright. Anyway, we are gonna wake up in the
If you want
forest, and it's gonna be a fucking mess.
Mel included.
And major encounter, so to
Can leave
speak,
next week.
comes up of the forest frenzy stalkers,
people go off base.
He already did.
followed by another
Bullshit.
intermission, which
Who's
is a
more
part
about
of the
justice
boss,
than
the
Isaac?
finale of the boss, which is against the brute.
He knows what Joel's done.
The encounter itself is like kind of bossy, you know, a major encounter,
Hey.
as opposed to like a regular encounter.
We're doing this together, right?
That's how I look at it. There are major encounters and there are regular encounters. Major encounters are encounters that you're generally forced into. You have to do them in order to push on with the game. Regular encounters are non-scripted and can be avoided, which means they're not major. Like the mall, for example, it's not really a major encounter, but it is a big fight. Hard encounter, but not a major. This, on the other hand, that is about to follow, this is going to be considered a major encounter because we're forced to kill these enemies. It's a part of the story. Enemies that are forced to be killed or scripted are generally major encounters. And that's what I consider to be major encounter or normal encounter. A major encounter is scripted and forced. It's an actual forced encounter. And they come in mini and regular. Like a mini example, a mini boss would be like the clicker that we encounter in the beginning of this chapter. When we went to the house, and we had to, you know, squeeze between the crack on the wall, and then we saw the clicker come through and start chasing us. And we had to make our way back. But that was a scripted encounter where we were forced to kill an infected. Basically, a mini major encounter. Now we meet Emily, and eventually at the end of this major encounter we will meet the Scar that tried to kill us. When we got to the end. First you meet Emily. Sick, twisted bitch that she is. Who's gonna cut her, well, wants to cut her stomach open. Until she gets overwhelmed.
With sin.
And fucks up.
Free them, that they may know my...
Uh-oh. You could even hear them. I feel like a lot of these infected are coming from the ship.
Where's the other apostate?
Because the ship must have been filled with a bunch of people. Think about it. If it was a cruise ship, it must have had tons of people on it. And if this is a horde, I mean, come on, it had to have come from the ship, most likely. Oh my god, oh my, jeez Louise, oh my goodness. Both? Oh my god, what a punishment. Well, at least I didn't get to do both because of, well, Lev. You'll see. Now this is where the mechanic of like the first game comes through and shines really strong again in the second game. Is how Lev works with Abby together. Similar to how Joel worked with Ellie. Abby and Lev work together in this game really well. And they're consistent. Unlike with Ellie, where she's mainly kind of alone and then assisted by allies here and there. Different allies. It's more like the original one. With Abby and Lev. Abby being like that of Joel and Lev being that of like the younger Ellie. Well, her name is Lily, so Abby and Lily.
Yara. Demons are coming. Cut her down. She's
Here we
one
go.
Lev.
Well,
Watch your backs.
we gotta deal with some stalkers. So get ready, motherfuckers. We got ourselves a hammer and a stalker. A lot of this comes to dodging, believe it or not. A lot of it comes down to dodging. And I'm just gonna be honest, the first phase and even the second phase.
We have to move. Where are you going? Out of these woods. We gotta run. Now.
There are phases, so we'll keep moving. Hammer broke, by the way. Follow Yara. The girl with the fire, obviously. Now phase 2. Phase 2.
Left, they're all around us.
It's got me. I'm tackling it. I'm smashing its head in. Strike. Trying to dodge. Trying to fucking dodge, but alright, at least I survived.
We have to keep moving before more come.
Every direction looks the same.
Alright, keep going,
You
y'all.
sure you know where you're going?
I'm pretty weak.
What the hell am I doing?
We gotta keep going. Cause I'll probably die, but that's phase 2. We're about to get to phase 3 in a second. If we're lucky, we don't die. Because we don't have access to our stuff yet. Alright, we made it. Alright, phase 3 is coming up. And we'll get our stuff back too.
Those are fresh. Is there another way around?
I might die though, considering how bad of shape I am in right now. Oh, wait, some health patches. Never mind, we're good. I mean, better than we were.
Get it open.
Move.
This is phase 3. I might die, I don't know. I just know you gotta dodge. Because if I get grabbed by her and she tosses me to the ground, every time I try to move out of the way, it never works. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I'm doing something wrong. Phase 3, and please don't let me die. Alright, fight the brute.
You! Are you wearing my backpack?
What a bitch. Now watch. What I mean is watch. Alright, we got her. I was lucky because I got the roll that time. It worked. It worked. Wow, right through her face, bro. And boss fight complete. That was a good boss encounter, though. Stalkers and the Brute. Forest Frenzy. That's what I call it, the Forest Frenzy. Okay, that's kind of what it is. It's like the Forest Frenzy. Now we got our stuff back. I think with the roll, you have to press R1 or L1 and in the direction of which way you want to roll. So you press left on the analog stick L1 or right on the analog stick R1. I think, but I'm not 100% on that. But something like that though.
Go on.
I held down both buttons and then just pressed the direction of the analog stick of the way I wanted to dodge, and it worked, so must have been one of them.
Okay.
Workshop coming up, but also we do need spare parts
You need supplies.
to get 50,
We're not out of the woods
I
yet.
believe. No, 80, I'm sorry, we need to get 80. We have to get 80, and that's not a small feat. There is spare parts around, though, the garage. So just look.
Scars going after scars before. What the hell did you do?
43.
Fine, don't tell me.
Alright, 49. Let me just see how much exactly we're gonna need, though, to get the burst fire. I think it's 80, right? Stability is also worth getting on the hunting pistol, by the way. That could also be placed before burst fire if you want. Yeah, if you want to. Unless we get enough for burst fire, in which case I'll go for burst fire. But if not, then go with the stability for the hunting pistol, in my opinion. Stability for the hunting pistol can actually be worth it. She gets a manual too,
This'll come in handy.
which will allow you to craft bullets, firearms. Pretty good tree branch. She'll be able to craft incendiaries, which effectively allows her to carry double the amount of ammo for her double barrel. Nicely done. What we got in here? Oh, nice. There's a lot of stuff in the store here, too, that you could grab, including spare parts. We have to 54 spare parts now. See what else we got. Probably got, oh, we got a toolbox. 17 spare parts. That gives us 71 spare parts. Almost enough for burst, but not there yet. And if we don't get there, it's not the end of the world. We'll be alright. You had to figure one would have nothing. Oh, well, we have full health kit, but you may as well just get yourself the full health if we're gonna get a free health kit out of it. See? Bingo. Take advantage of the resource system. I'm not gonna make a silencer. I don't know why. I just feel like 72 parts. So what did we get? Like one part? Must have got like one part. We're not going out yet. I'm not going out yet, that is. I still have stuff to get inside here. Believe it or not, I do. At the bench. Well, we don't have enough of the burst fire, but we have almost enough of the burst fire. But we do have enough for stability. And stability on something like the hunting pistol that does high damage to begin with is probably pretty important to get. It improves its accuracy and its stability. A more accurate shot does more damage from further away, and it already does high damage to begin with, so I'd say it's a good trade-off. I'd say that's a good upgrade. I wanted to get burst fire, but we didn't have enough yet, so second best thing would be stability for the hunting pistol, I guess. The stability on this is already pretty good, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Alright, let's get out of here. Time to finish off this horde, so to speak.
We're almost to the coast. Just a little farther. Demons, stay behind me.
And I like that you get the green. Alright, that makes sense. You get a green meter. Alright, no biggie. Isn't that big a deal. What's that? Oh, that's the restaurant. Perfect. But this is a top encounter too. Well, I mean it is top encounter. The encounter itself just has a lot of infected. Like a lot of infected. We got a full shotgun, that's good. We want to make these incendiary shells ASAP. Because I'd craft them, like now. Why wouldn't I want to have those? It's probably pretty important to have. I'd say. But we kind of want to make noise, that's the thing, so let's try to make noise. But, after I loot everything that needs to be looted... Alright, there are enemies, like, not far, just like below us. Lev, can you move out of the way, dude? You're, like, right in my way. Please. Get out of the way, Lev! Dude! You're in the way of the door. You're just, like, in the way of the door is the problem. Alright. Now, the whole idea is to make a little noise so that we can get rid of these infected from, like, right up here. This will bring the attention of the other ones, come running. That was whack, bro. We wasted so many bullets with doing that. Like, that was stupid. Not this time. Fuck this, I'm going down. momentum is lit
Now
for a little while.
quite confident it's this way.
Quite confident.
You don't have to follow us.
You want me to leave you two on here alone?
I'd rather loot everything now than wait, because waiting could be a problem. So like I said, the encounter is pretty hard. Would I be surprised if I did have a death? No. Not in this encounter. This encounter can be really tough. I mean, you can survive, but that's not to say that you won't die. You know, there's a good chance you can die. Don't underestimate it. I wouldn't. I don't want to get started with the encounter just yet. Because I want to have these windows open for when we have to deal with things like bloaters. Shamblers. We don't want bloaters, sorry. Bloaters are generally boss encounters, like... or big major motherfuckers. No. Okay, oh boy. This is gonna be a fucking encounter I'm not gonna love, am I? No, probably not. I just know it's really hard.
We'll open it. Come on.
It's hard. It's a hard encounter.
Your turn. Watch that arm.
Because of the amount of infected. It's a lot of infected. And, you know, God damn it, man. These things. Okay, just make sure we just keep them away from us. Do our best.
Can't believe I trusted Scars.
Alright, now we gotta deal with enemies over here. Come on, clicker boy. I'm ready for you. Unbelievable! I knew I would die at the end of that shit. Oh, I was doing pretty good too. Like I was holding my own pretty well, and then I just fucked up toward the end. I'm dead again. I'm dead. Sometimes I do bad, what can I say? Sometimes it's not as easy as it looks. Come on and help me out! Help me, help me, help me! Because I almost died 3 times and that's unacceptable. 3 times and you're out. 3 strikes and you're out, man. That's how I wish permadeath was, you know, 3 strikes. Because you should be able to have a death or 2. I mean, that's not a problem.
Just give me a minute.
Like getting a game over, you know? Like, they didn't have a game over in this, so... It was just like you died. But if they had a game over, then that would be a good way to do it.
My arm.
And you have to start from the beginning again.
Focus on your breathing. In and out.
Which would raise the stakes,
Nice and
obviously.
steady. In and out.
But we're not completely done. That may have been a pretty major, that was a major encounter example. A major encounter because you have to, well, I mean, you don't have to kill them, but it would be hard not to. Again, try not killing them and see how that works. You're going to be overwhelmed before you know it. Look what happened to me. I was trying to kill that uploader, but there were more coming. Clickers, runners. So I just got lucky to get out of there just in time. Because I was about to die.
Any luck? No.
That's what I mean by it's a hard encounter, is that you have to be ready with heavy firepower quickly. I probably could have used the fire shells, the incendiary rounds. But I didn't have enough time to even switch ammunition, really. It's very, to be very fast with it. Luckily, the double barrel has a pretty good reload speed. Because it's a double barrel, so... Alright, now we have the shipping yard and the ship to come. So, this is gonna be rough. Still haven't wasted my pipe bombs because I didn't feel like I really needed them just yet.
Just needs to be said.
Maybe on that second bloater, possibly.
You know how to do that.
Cut that into strips.
So, she already did like 2 major encounters.
I'm gonna move it, okay? You ready?
Because that is a hell of an escape encounter. Some encounters where you just have to wait out, like until the cavalry arrives, as I put it. You wait them out. Then some encounters you have to make it to the exit. Some encounters you have to wait out until the cavalry arrives, forcing you to fight the infected. which is why I consider it a major encounter, because you're forced into fighting these infected until a certain period of time goes by that allows you to trigger the cavalry's arrival, which usually comes at around the point when a bloater and when the bloaters arrive. I mean, when the shamblers arrive. I always say bloaters. I'm sorry. When the shamblers arrive. Once the shamblers arrive, generally after taking down the first shambler, you could pretty much get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Or else you're gonna get overwhelmed. Because yeah, you don't have to kill these enemies, but how are you gonna survive? You have to just wait until the bloaters are until the shamblers arrive, at which point it's gonna be so infested with infected that you are gonna be like literally overwhelmed. They'll die. So you have to kill these enemies. And enemies that you have to kill, to me, are major. Certain encounters are obviously major encounters. And she's had a lot of major encounters thus far. Like, these encounters coming up aren't really major encounters. You can make it through the shipping yard without killing any enemies, but... So they're just regular encounters. Nonetheless, I will be taking them out. Because I'm an exterminator and it's what I do. Let's go this way. But don't worry, we got a safe house coming up.
Let's do it.
See? Infected can't really see your flashlight that well, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, I think stalkers can see it a little bit, but then again, stalkers are hard to see, so you may as well use it to your advantage. How many spare parts we got? 61. Not enough yet, but we're going to be coming back here again in the morning. That's probably when I'm going to get the burst fire. Yep. Since she goes up mainly against scars, getting damage upgrade for this at this point wouldn't make sense. I get the damage upgrade later when she has to go up against a lot of infected. When she has to go up against really, really big infestations, like the Descent. Trust me, you'll want to have damage on the Hunter's pistol at that point. For now, I'd grab that burst fire, which is also in a sense like a damage upgrade. Shotgun holster. Told you, this is like your safe house. Use it to your advantage, I guess. Getting in is a bit of an ordeal, though, so don't look at it too much of it as a safe house. It's more just like a moment's reprieve that has resources and whatnot if you need them. Alright, up we go, and out of the safe house. We are now entering into the shipping yard. We got a lot of infected.
Damn it.
That was a stalker ran by, but there's a freshly infected like right over here, so... Yeah, we are low on ammo. Using a lot of it before. Alright. Gotta be smart about this. Clickers come first. Always. Try to get rid of the clickers. That would be important. Yeah, I see enemies around. Damn it! Got away. There's gonna be more stalkers around, I'm sure. We don't have any, we don't have, bullets right now. That is a drop, though. Alright, hold on, I'll get to it. Just don't wanna fuck this up. Perfect, baby. That kinda helps. There's gonna be more clickers, though. Like another clicker coming up, I think. Down here. What is that? Damn it! I used two. I didn't mean to use two.
Done. Right.
Accident, dude. Oh, God. Well, it happens. It's not a... I mean, it's not the end of the world, I guess. Just trying to make sure we get all the loot, baby. Important. Oh, wow. Incendiary round? That's pretty good. Yeah, I like to keep myself loaded. Loaded the bear. Alright, let's get out of here. Not too bad, not too bad. The shipping yard isn't that bad. It's just a spooky set piece, but like I said, Abby gets a lot of spooky set pieces. With some pretty interesting encounters. I like them.
Okay. Should be a straight shot from here.
Gotta remember how Abby rolls. Oh, God. And into the muck. But the ship is definitely harder than the shipping yard. So, yeah. Now to find that ship and get aboard the SS Infested. Or Infected. But it's infested with infected. I've had some really wild scenarios on the ship, man. Where I almost died and I had to run into hiding in the ship and I was being chased by everything above on the upper level where the captain's quarters is, and they chased me down below and I was like, oh shit, they're gonna fucking kill me. And I did manage to eventually push them back and succeed. I mean, pretty cool. What is this? There we go. I was like, what?
Come on.
Swimming time. We're making our way there, you know. We're getting there like there ain't no tomorrow.
That current's rough.
Alright, we are now on the ship. At the beginning of the ship, at least. Tons of stuff to grab. You may as well grab it. Arrows, well, bolts to come.
Fuck.
Crafting, hunting, it's cheap, too. I mean, worth it. In my opinion. Definitely worth it. Because how cheap it is, it's pretty relatively cheap and it allows you to craft ammunition, which is important. Yeah. Grab all the bolts you can, since you'll be getting the crossbow soon. Obviously. Huh. Flu. Maybe it wasn't the flu. Maybe it was something else. Don't want to miss out on anything that could be looted right now. Can't afford it. With all the big major encounters coming up. And spare parts, definitely need them. And they put them in the most trickiest spots sometimes. You would easily miss. That's what the accessibility is for. I don't really use it for combat. Not to scan for enemies. Because I feel like it defeats the purpose of the... I may have said this before, but I always say it. It defeats the purpose of the game's combat system. And that's a big part of what I play it for. The looking around part could just waste a lot of time, so I think accessibility, turning that on and having access to finding where all the items are placed really helps a lot. So does auto loot, automatically picking things up. Alright, we got bolts. Baby, we got bolts. And we also got a lot of infected to come up. This ship is infested with infected. What you gotta do now is get this right. Just get it right. If you get it right, you could usually re-loot the fucking things in general. Get it right, baby.
Alright.
And if you get it right, sometimes you can re-loot. I feel like I didn't get to re-loot shit though, did I? Did I? Doubt it. It looks like I got fucked on both occasions. Leaving me with no bolts, even though I got perfect hits on each one, of a headshot for each one. This boat is a fucking nightmare, man. It really is a nightmare. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Craft the fucking silencer. Oh. You know I don't want to have to do that, but I don't even have bullets for it. It's like, eh. But I still gotta get rid of these things somehow. Silently would be nice. Alright. I don't know what else we got coming up, but there's gonna be more enemies, and I know there are more enemies, so let's just be ready for that. There's clickers. There are clickers coming up. I'm surprised I didn't hear anything. That was lucky of me, I guess. I thought I was dead for sure, man. Free health kit? Use the health kit then. That's good. The crossbow and its bolts. Gotta make sure to use it right though. Oh, it just helps. It's okay, you'll be dead. Oh, but it's nothing like the top. The top is so nasty, man. It's like a fucking nasty fucking shit show. Oh, the top. That's what I'm like really looking forward to right now, is the top of this fucking place. Oh man. Noise ain't gonna be an issue anymore. You may as well just go to town. That's the whole point. It's pretty nasty up there. I actually had to come back down here at one point to handle it. Did I miss anything? Not much. A few things in the back here. Let's grab them. Alcohol, useful. And a quarter, nice. West Virginia. Nice, alright. Now we got the top of the boat. I think this is where your pipe bombs are gonna come in handy. So I'm gonna be honest. Because if you don't rely on your pipe bombs, this could be tough encounter. We gotta keep moving forward. This way. This whole ship is infested, though. That's what you're gonna find out. It's unfortunate she doesn't have a weapon, though. Alright, we gotta be ready for this shit. I think it's like best to just get this done as best we possibly can.
Is this whole damn boat infested?
Okay. I think we're good. Woo! Yeah, we had to use our pipe bombs, but that's okay because that was a hell of a fucking shitload of that was a lot. I mean, when you think about the numbers there, like I said, silence was the least of your worries. Just go ham on these motherfuckers, bro. Oh, very nice. I have to get the code for the ship, though. In the captain's, over here. Captain's quarters. I don't quite remember what it is, so I'm gonna find out. It was in one of the notes, but I don't know where it is anymore. So what I'm gonna do... I know exactly what to do, and I'm gonna get it. Alright. Should be this. 90. I just don't know if I got the note or not. Bingo. Well, I'm proud to have not have died during the ship because that would have sucked. Alright, identify, counter, destroy. Ordnance. So let's see what's in ordnance. Faster crafting. Obviously useful. Yep, and then she gets improved melee upgrades. Which is a step over Ellie's. Alright, we're good to get it out of the ship now. So, I guess what makes the encounter that comes so difficult is, you know, how the fact that you really don't have much ammunition. But I'm coming to a close on my steel play for today because, well, we're getting close to the end of day 1. And I already think I uploaded my day 2, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is my day 1 for Abby. I'll probably rename my stream and call it Abby Day 2. So this way you guys will know which one is Abby Day 1 and Abby Day 2. A mess. What a mess.
I need to try the next level up.
Alright. What do we got down here? Some stuff. I don't know what though. Alcohol. And in a canister. Alright. El Vago. El Vago. El Vago. We're making our way forward to the aquarium, no doubt. And here we are at the aquarium, where I bring this steel play to a close. Well, once we get to the end of day one, of course. First, we have to find a way in. Not that hard to do, though. Or is it? I don't think it is. We just gotta... find some area around, I think. From what I remember, I don't, you know, it's been a while. I think there was like a glass you have to hit and then you can get in. Which if that's a ladder, then... Which I don't know if it is. It's not. Oh, okay, here you go.
Hello? Maybe?
Alright, now we can carry this and do what we gotta do. I'm not sure which way to throw it though. I'm gonna find out in a second though. I think it's that way, but I'm not sure. Alright, cool. And up we go, baby. Up we go. Break it and enter.
Swear to God, if you give me shit about this glass.
And there's this shit. It's just right there.
Okay, your pack's here. Is that blood?
Blood's on. Go ahead. Okay.
Hey, Owen?
Yeah, I'll probably end the episode right around here.
Owen!
Well, after the cutscene, where she gets banged, and then it brings us to the second day. He's in the ship in the back.
Of course.
Which is also where we happen to end our steel play. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. I only enjoyed as much as you guys did, so hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed the show. No matter how lame I was, I mean, I try my best, you know, just to bring a little entertainment, put a smile on your face. I'm like a drunken fool, but
He didn't.
he's a drunken fool right now.
What is all this?
Gotta take her apart if I'm gonna fix her back up.
I see.
Want some?
Pass.
Suit yourself.
Danny's dead.
Pretty cool, I have to say.
Figured.
It's a good scene. But yeah, guys, for real, thank you for all your support.
You want to tell me what happened?
Views, likes, subscribes, even comments. Thank you for everything, guys. It really means a lot. You know, I'm just a small time entertainer to a few, and you know, the more people I can entertain, and just like I said, put a smile on their face, or maybe make them laugh, you know, the more it means to me. So, enjoy the enjoy the cutscene, and like I say, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and thank you for all your support. And until next time, keep it gaming, keep it safe, and keep it strong, and enjoy the cutscene, the rest of the cutscene. And until next time, this has been The Last of Us Part 2, steel play of Abby's Day 1.
Killed a lot of scars. And, fucking guy. I couldn't do it. Of course, Danny gets in my fucking face about it. I told him I'm done. He can do it himself if he wants. And he points his fucking gun at me. So I grab it, and then... First, I didn't even know which one of us was shot.
You defended yourself.
Stop.
I can fix this. I'll talk to Isaac.
I am tired, Abby. I don't want to fight over land that I don't give a fuck about anymore. I'm going to Santa Barbara.
To chase a rumor?
I've heard it more than once.
The Fireflies aren't regrouping. They're gone.
It's a lead. I gotta see it through.
What about Mel?
She'll be safe here.
Okay. We'll talk in the morning when you're sober.
Don't do that.
Do what?
Treat me like I'm fucking insane. You feel the same way.
If the Fireflies are in Santa Barbara, I go the opposite fucking direction. What?
Nothing.
She acts a lot like Tess when you think about it.
Sorry I grew up. You should try it.
Tess is from the first game. And personality-wise.
How do I do that? Should I go find the people that killed my family? Cut into them?
That's probably why I like her so much. She reminds me of Tess.
Torture them until
And I love Tess. Tess was great. And the personality, she definitely reminds me of a Tess. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Abby.
So yeah, they make love, and then... Wait. It's pretty self-explanatory.